Our next speaker is a prepared speech. She will be speaking her first speech in Toastmaster, Level 1, Project 1, the Icebreaker of the Presentation Mastery Path. The objective, the purpose of this project is to introduce herself or himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes, and she will be evaluated by our visiting Toastmaster Nesha Tubal of Pine City Toastmasters Club, with a speech entitled 3G. 3G. Our first speaker, she who dares to dream to create her masterpiece and display it at the Louvre Museum in Paris, France. Dreamer. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Sophia Socorro Del Mar.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. You are looking at a 3GTM, a third generation Toastmaster. I was born on the last day of the year of 2001. Being the eldest grandchild of the Amores and Delmar family, I didn't have any playmates except for my stuffed toys and characters on TV. I had difficulty communicating and interacting with people. So, my mom decided to enroll me into a playgroup where I got to meet new friends, express myself, and learn how to interact with people my age. 8 years later, my mom would bring me to her meetings at a dim sum restaurant at MEPS 1. Since I was only 10 years old and had nothing but fun in my mind, I went along with her to avail for a free meal with desserts and relax in the air-conditioned conference room. That meeting that she had with Toastmasters, I would always tag along, looking forward to the delicious steamed rice with buko gulaman and playing with the abacus that we had behind the seats. Since then, the word Toastmasters soon became familiar to me, but I was too young to understand what it was. Being the child that I was, I would literally just sit and chill in the living room for the entire day, watching TV and playing with my toys. Because the entrance of the house was near to the living room, I would always receive mail from the mailman, and I would receive this Toastmasters magazine every month. Without knowing what it was about, I just blindly handed it to my mom. But what caught my attention were the smart-looking people at the cover of the magazine, which was way different from the National Geographic magazines that I usually read. Later, I found out that my mom's two sisters, Auntie Meg and Auntie Mayan, joined Toastmasters as well. And not long after, my grandmother joined the club as well. This time, I was receiving not one, not two, not three, but 4 copies of the exact same issue of the Toastmasters magazine every single month. Fast forward to high school, and I started to realize the pressure about the new environment. We always had to do these reports and spoken poetry, and I began to experience the times of mental block, stage fright, and the feeling of not being able to express the right kind of words. I would remember that my grandmother and mother would stand on stage and perform their humorous impromptu speeches while I am there at the audience gulping down a club sandwich that I got from my mom. It was then that I began to understand what Toastmasters was all about. Now that I grew older, I started to realize that it wasn't just about the free food. Looking at 2 generations perform, win awards, and become club officer, I was already exposed to the environment of the world of Toastmasters. I had been there since my mom's beginning. She brought me to dim sum, not because I loved the steamed rice, but because she wanted me to be exposed to Toastmasters to help me mold into what I can improve on. And without me realizing, I was immersed into the environment of learning. Now that I graduated high school and going to a new chapter in life studying Bachelor's of Science in Biology, it was then that I realized that I was grateful for what my mom had done. She and I envisioned that with Toastmasters, I can work on my communication skills, gain the confidence to speak, and to learn more about becoming a good leader, interacting with people other than just my age. And aside from material inheritance, my family passed on to me the treasures of Toastmasters. My grandmother is a Toastmaster, my mom is a distinguished Toastmaster, and today, a new Toastmaster, I just had my first speech. And this is an ineffable start of an exciting journey of a 3GTM, a third generation Toastmaster. Good evening.
Thank you so much,
Wow, very
Sophia.
nice.
Your mother is so proud of you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sophia. And you're on your way to becoming a distinguished Toastmaster. So dare to dream and never let go of that dream. We're all excited for you.